Good morning. How are you? Now we are going to discuss about integral and non-integral accounting system. With respect to theory, this topic is an important one. Many frequently asked questions are there in integral and non-integral accounting system. Especially in this topic, whenever question arises, first priority goes to, in post exam question, based on post exam question, first priority goes to theory part, second priority reconciliation account, third priority journal, and the last priority ledger. This is what the post examination trend. This topic name is also called cost accounting system. Cost accounting system. Cost accounting system broadly classified into two types. One is integral accounting system, another one is non-integral accounting system. Also called integrated accounting system, non-integrated accounting system. What do you mean by integral accounting system? What is called non-integral accounting system? Small topic only. Okay. Integral represent what? Integrated represent combined accounting system. Combined accounting system represent what? Combination of what? Combination of cost accounting and financial accounting. If I am going to maintain books of account, cost accounting record and the financial accounting record in one set of book, that is called integrated accounting system. If I am going to maintain cost accounting record separately and the financial accounting record separately, separate books of accounts if I am going to maintain, then it is called non-integral accounting system. Understood? Integral means combined accounting system. Combined accounting means what are all the accounts combined? Cost accounting and financial accounting. Separately if I am going to maintain that is called non-integral accounting system. Easy way to understand. School days, how we have maintained the books? Rough notes separately, science notes separately, maths notes separately, separate notebook for each and every subject. That is called what? Non-integral accounting system. The moment you join CA course or the moment you join BCom, first page onwards accounts, last page onwards other subjects, statistics. In between mid of the page, okay, mid of the notebook also you'll take what? Some other subject. 2-in-1 notebook, 3-in-1 notebook, sometimes all-in-1 notebook. Okay, all subject only one book. So that is called what? Integral accounting system. So same system here called industry integral and non-integral accounting system. In case of small scale industry, integral accounting system may possible. Combined accounting system may possible. In case of MNC, corporate office will be there in the heart of the city. Assume it is there in the Chennai Mount Road. And the factory will be there in somewhere outskirts or near to Mahabalibam Road or what, near to Pondicherry. It is there. Factory is there. Then corporate office, they have to maintain financial account. As a chartered accountant, you have to go and verify financial account transaction. They have to verify, they have to maintain separate account for financial transaction. In factory, they have to maintain cost accounting transaction. Therefore, cost accounting ledger separately, financial accounting ledger separately, separately they are going to maintain that is called what? Non-integral accounting system. Now you got the idea of integral and non-integral accounting system. If it is the integral accounting system, what is the advantage? Combined accounting system. If it is the combined accounting system, cost saving, only one notebook. Time saving, redundancy, repetition of the work we can avoid. Redundancy with respect to posting we can avoid. Why? Purchase of raw material. Financial accounting also you have to pass the entry. Cost accounting also you have to pass the entry. If I'm having only one book, only one entry. So that redundancy, okay, repetition we can avoid. Tracing one particular transaction is very easy. Tracing of one transaction. Identification of entry is easy. Two different books mean which book I have to refer, that confusion will come. Only one book. Everything will be there in that particular book. So tracing the transaction is very easy. Only one book, therefore only one profit. Therefore, no need for any reconciliation. So in case of integral accounting system, no need to do any reconciliation. Therefore, the concept of reconciliation arises only in case of non-integral accounting system. In case of non-integral accounting system, cost accounting records separately, financial accounting records separately. Cost accounting records may going to show different amount of profit. Financial accounting recording may going to show different amounts of profit. In that juncture, we have to do reconciliation. So the concept of reconciliation arises only in case of non-integral accounting system, not in case of integral accounting system. Understood? Now, integral and non-integral. Short notes on non-integral accounting system and short notes on integral accounting system. So the cost accounting system can be broadly classified into two types. One is integral accounting, another one is non-integral accounting system. Now you got the concept. Short notes on non-integral accounting system. Post exam question. It's a system of accounting under which separate ledgers are maintained for cost and financial accountant, cost and financial accounts by accountant. Under such a system, the cost account restricts itself to record only those transactions which relate to the product or service being provided. Only with respect to production activity, the service activity, what all the entries are there, those entries only form part of cost accounting. That in case of what? Non-integral accounting system. Non-integral accounting system, separate books of accounting have to maintain, the first point. Here, we can be the portion to enter only cost of production related information. Production with respect to producing the tangible product or intangible product or being services. Then, hence, item of expenses which have bearing with the sales or production or for the matter any other item which are under the factory management or B or the one deal with such account. So you remember the cost sheet. What are all the item form part of cost sheet? Those items will come under the cost accounting system. This leads to exclusion of certain expenses. In the sense of what are all the expenses will not form part of the cost accounting system. Expenses like interest, bad debts, revenue or income, other than what sales or product, revenue or income, which is non-form part of sale or product, non-operating income, rent received, writing of preliminary expenses, profit on sale of equipment, those things and all not form part of non-integral accounting system. Next, the special features of non-integral accounting system is it is ability to deal with notional expenses like rent or interest on capital tie up with stock. So notional rent, I am the owner of the building, therefore I don't need to pay any rent. But with respect to cost of production, I can be the person to consider notional rent so that I can be the person to identify the real cost of the product. So notional expenses will form part of non-integral accounting system under the costing system. The accounting of notional rent facilitate comparison among the factories. In the sense of what? I am having one building. I am going to prepare cost of production based on my cost involved. And you are having rented premises, you are running the business. And while preparing cost of production, your side rent will form part of, factory rent will form part of cost of production. Mine, there is no need to pay any rent. Therefore, comparison may not be proper. That's the reason. Notional rent I have to charge. So that comparison, real cost of production, I can be the person to get. So short notes on non-integral accounting system. What are all the points you have to remember? Separate account we have to maintain in case of non-integral accounting system. Then under the system, cost with respect to production activity alone form part of this transaction. Then few items you have to exclude. Then ability to deal with the notional expenses. Why? Because with better comparison. These are all the points you have to remember with respect to non-integral accounting system. Next, integral accounting system. Very frequently asked a question. May 98, 99, 2002, 2007, 2012. Okay, very frequently asked a question. Integral accounting system. It's a system of cost and financial accounts are kept in same set of book. It provides full information required for costing as well as financial accounts. Under the system, no need for a separate ledger. No need for a separate ledger. These are all the short notes with respect to integral accounting system. And advantages of integral accounting system also, that is also form part of this particular question you can write. Advantages of integral accounting system, May 2007, 2007, 2010, 2011, 2015. Okay, very frequently asked a question. Advantages of integral accounting system. No need for reconciliation. Why? Because only one book, only one profit. Less effort, because redundancy we can be in the position to avoid. Less time consumed. Economical process. It's also called centralized accounting function. Integral accounting system is also called what? Centralization of accounting function. Centralization of accounting function. Okay. So these are all the advantages with respect to integral accounting system. So short notes on integral accounting system mean what and all you have to write. What is called integral accounting system? You have to write separate books of accounts. Yeah, sorry, same set of books of account. We are going to maintain both the cost accounting and financial accounting. You have to write all the information we can be the portion to have in one set of book. Then there is no need for separate set of book. Under the system, if I am going to follow, no need for reconciliation. That's the greatest effort. Less effort, I can complete the work. Less time consuming, economical process. It's also called centralization of accounting function. So what is called integral accounting system? That is also over. Comfortable? Next. Then prerequisites for integral accounting system. Prerequisites also very frequently asked a question. November 96, November 2001, 2006, 2007. Clear. It's going on for many years, many attempts. They ask the question. With respect to prerequisites for integral accounting system, 4 points you have to remember. Clear? What are all the 4 points? Remember one thing. All those points, point-wise, bullet point-wise information, I have provided in the, I am having the packet size book. Kindly make use of the packet size book. Whoever is not having, please get the packet size book. After all, 50 rupees only cost of the book. Okay. So refer all the theories subgetting I have given. That is for the purpose of better revision. And make use of the notes to develop the point also. So within less time, you can be the portion to finish. To complete the entire packet size book, we need 15 minutes only maximum. Okay, 15 minutes. If you are going to revise properly, you'll have what? 25 marks in your hand. Okay. What are the 4 prerequisites of integral accounting system? Extent of integration, coding system, standardization, and coordination. So what are they? Extent of integration, coding system, standardization, and coordination. These are all the 4 points with respect to what? Prerequisites of integral accounting system. First, extent of integration. That's the side heading you have to remember. How to develop the point? First one, extent of integration. Decide the extent of integration of the 2 sets of books. Whether to integrate up to the stage of prime cost or factory cost, or preferably full integration of the entire accounting record. Up to what stage? Up to prime cost or factory cost? Up to what stage the integration I have to do? That I have to identify. Second one is called coding system. A suitable coding system must be made available so that to serve the accounting purpose for finance as well as cost accounting system. You know, coding system. Everything based on coding system. Even if you are going to purchase a book, ISBN number will be there, coding will be there. Because it is easy for them to identify. Any online purchase, coding will be there. We have to mention the code so that the right product will come. So here also you have to maintain coding system. Suitable coding system must be, we have to implement. Then standardization. What is called standardization? Yeah, agreed routine you have to follow with regards to treatment of provision for accrual, prepaid expenses, other adjustments. We have to be what standardized manner we supposed to have. This sort of entries, how we have to deal, for that we have to maintain standardization. Next, coordination. What is called coordination? Perfect coordination should exist between the staff responsible for financial and cost accounts aspects of the account, cost accounting aspects, and an efficient processing of accounting document should be ensured. Coordination between what financial accounting staff and the cost accounting staff is must. Then only we can be the person to implement the internal accounting system. So 4 prerequisites we have to follow. What are all them? Extent of integration, coding system, standardization, and coordination. These are all the 4 points you have to remember. Comfortable up to this stage? Now, difference between integral and non-integral accounting system. That is also the next important question. Difference between integral and non-integral accounting system. Before we move for integral and non-integral accounting system, you should be in the position to know the past exam question called short notes on general ledger adjustment account. That is also very frequently asked a question, general ledger adjustment account. What do you mean by general ledger adjustment? The general ledger adjustment account is also called cost ledger adjustment account. What is it called? Cost ledger adjustment account. General ledger adjustment account. You know, in case of accounts, financial accounts, 3 golden rules are there. What are all the personal account, real account, and nominal account? 3 golden rules are there. The 3 golden rules, the personal, real, and nominal account applicable only for which accounting system? Cost accounting system. Not for, that is what, financial accounting system, not for cost accounting system. In case of non-integral accounting system, separate books of account to maintain. Then I am having only cost accounting system. In cost accounting system, there is no golden rule. Why we need a golden rule? The golden rule is for the purpose of what? Yes, double entry transaction. For the purpose of making entry into double entry. For that purpose only we need a golden rule. But unfortunately, in cost accounting system, we are not having any golden rule. And moreover, in cost accounting system, we are dealing only with the nominal account. In the sense what? There is no real account, there is no personal account. If there is no real account and personal account, in costing, then double entry system going to get collapsed. If the double entry system going to get collapsed, then it is not called a cost accounting, it's a cost account, because accounting may not possible. Okay? Therefore, to convert the single entry into double entry transaction, where and all personal account, real accounts are there and all we are going to have the substitutions called general ledger adjustment account. Understood? So the general ledger adjustment account is for the purpose of personal account and real account transaction only. The general ledger adjustment account applicable only for non-integral accounting system. In case of integral finance accounts is that there is no need for what? General ledger adjustment account. So the general ledger adjustment account applicable only for non-integral accounting system. That concept is supposed to have. Then only can be the person to know how to pass a journal entry and all. Okay. Now, sorry. General ledger adjustment account. It's a one of the account prepared under the non-integral accounting system. As a system does not permit, non-integral accounting system does not permit the operation of personal account and real account. The general ledger adjustment account is used to complete the double entry. For posting of contra entry involving a personal and real account, the general ledger adjustment account is used. Okay. So short notes on general ledger adjustment account. Comfortable? It's also called what? Cost ledger adjustment account. Now we can move to difference between integral and non-integral accounting system. Hope you are comfortable integral separately as well as non-integral accounting system separately. Then we have to compare. If you know the difference between integral and non-integral accounting, any one of the questions they are going to explain or short notes, integral or non-integral, that is also you can address better manner. Okay? Integral and non-integral accounting system. What is the first point under integral accounting system? Whenever difference between question has come, T format, better to present T format. Okay. Integral accounting system. It's a combined accounting system, whereas non-integral accounting system, it's a separate accounting system. Next, integral accounting system. Cost account and financial accounts are maintained separately in case of integral accounting system, whereas cost account and financial accounts are not maintained separately, whereas non-integral accounting system, cost accounting and financial accountings are maintained separately. Next one, this system follow 3 golden rules considering real accounting, personal account, and nominal account. Whereas in non-integral accounting system, this system does not contain or does not consider golden rule. It contains only nominal account alone. Then, integral accounting system does not have general ledger adjustment account, whereas non-integral accounting system have general ledger adjustment account. Then, integral accounting system, it maintains only one book, so only one profit. Therefore, no need for any reconciliation. Whereas non-integral accounting system, it maintains 2 different sets of books. Therefore, 2 different profit may arise. Therefore, reconciliation is must in case of non-integral accounting system. Then next point, duplication and redundancy can be avoided in case of integral accounting system. Whereas non-integral accounting system, redundancy is possible. Duplication of entry is possible. Next, time and efforts are saved and cost saving is possible in case of integral accounting system. Whereas more time has been consumed, cost saving may not be possible. Then integral accounting system, tracing of transaction is easy, whereas non-integral, tracing of transaction not easy. This is what the difference between integral and non-integral accounting system. I'll repeat one more time, kindly refer, okay, kindly make a note also. Integral and non-integral accounting system. Under integral accounting system, combined accounting system. Non-integral, separate accounting system. In integral accounting system, cost accounting and financial accounts are maintained one set of book, whereas in non-integral, separate set of books. Then integral accounting system follows the 3 golden rules: real account, personal account, and nominal account. Non-integral accounting system not following any golden rule. It may have only nominal account alone. Integral accounting system does not have general ledger adjustment account. Non-integral accounting have general ledger adjustment account, also called cost ledger adjustment account. Integral accounting system maintain only one book, therefore only one profit, therefore no need for any reconciliation. Non-integral accounting system, 2 different set of book, therefore 2 different profit may come, therefore reconciliation is must. Then duplication redundancy can be avoided in case of integral accounting system. In non-integral, not possible, we can't avoid. Time and effort is saved in case of cost saving is possible in case of integral accounting system. That said, non-integral accounting system not possible. Tracing of transaction is easy in case of integral accounting system. Non-integral system, that is not easy. Now comfortable integral versus non-integral accounting system. Good. Next. First exam question, pause the journal entry. Both integral and non-integral combined manner, so that you'll have the better clarity. Okay. First transaction, purchase. For the entry for integral as well as non-integral accounting system. In case of integral accounting system, what the entry purchase means, if I'm going to purchase, stores may going to get entry. Therefore, stores ledger control account debit. Therefore, stores ledger control account debit to sundry creditors. Stores ledger control account debit to sundry creditors. Whereas in case of non-integral accounting system, stores ledger control account debit to cost ledger control account, also called what? General ledger adjustment account. Second journal entry, material return to vendor. Material return to vendor. Integral accounting system, in case of return to vendor, ulta entry, sundry creditors account debit to stores ledger control account. Whereas here, general ledger adjustment account debit or cost ledger control account debit to stores ledger control account. Material, indirect material issued to production. Indirect material. In case of non-integral accounting system, production overhead control account debit to stores ledger control account. Whereas non-integral accounting system, Production overhead control account debit to stores ledger control account. Both same entry. Why both same entry? Because material issued from where to where? Stores to production. Therefore, production overhead going to increase. Stores ledger going to come down. Therefore, production overhead control account debit to stores ledger control account. But in case, if you are going to see the transaction, the material has been moving from one room to another room. For that, there is no journal entry. There is no entry for financial account. This entry only will affect what? Cost accounting. This is what the difference between cost accounting and financial accounting. In financial accounting, only financial transaction alone, okay? In financial transaction alone going to get affected. Yeah. The entry between, only the transaction between outsiders and the company only going to get affected. But in case of cost accounting, not only the transaction between outsiders and the company, within the company, transferring raw material from one place to another place, stores to job, for that we are going to pass entry. Bin card, stores ledger, stock control card, movement of raw material within the factory, also we are having passing an entry. That's the reason indirect material used for the purpose of production, that has been transferred from one department to another department or one room to another room. For that, we are having one entry only with respect to one cost accounting. There is no entry for financial accounting. Therefore, both integral and non-integral accounting system, same entry only. Because there is no entry with respect to financial accounting for this purpose. Next, wages paid to workers out of is 30% direct. Whenever wages arises, two different entries have to pass. First, I will complete integral accounting system. In case of integral accounting system, wages paid, first payment of wages. Okay, first you have to pass the entry. Wages control account debit to cash or bank. And where we are paying 30% direct, therefore remaining 70% indirect. Therefore, respective ledgers you have to transfer. For that purpose, WEP control account debtor, direct wages, the 30%, 70% remaining indirect wages. So production overhead control account debit, WAP control account debit, production overhead control account debit to wages control account. So first, wages has been, what the entry you have to pass, incurred, wages control account to bank. Thereafter, respective ledgers you have to transfer. WAP control account for direct wages, production overhead control account for indirect wages to wage control account. Whereas non-integral accounting system, wages has been incurred, wages control account debit to cost ledger or general ledger adjustment account. Thereafter, you have to pass the entry. WAP control account debit, production overhead control account debit, the 30% and the 70% to wages control account. Then carriage inwards. What about the carriage inwards? In case of integral accounting system, production overhead control account debit to cash or bank. Whereas non-integral accounting system, production overhead control account debit to cost ledger control account or general ledger adjustment account. So, understood? Journal entry. Now we are comfortable with respect to journal entry also. Okay. Very popular question, the next important question. Reconciliation. Why we need reconciliation? That's a very important question. With respect to reconciliation, very first point, whenever reconciliation question arises, explain reconciliation or why we need reconciliation or what is the reason for difference in profit between cost accounting and financial accounting. In that circumstance, the very first point, the reconciliation arises only in case of, yes, non-integral accounting system. In case of non-integral accounting system, we are going to maintain separate group. Cost accounting record separately and financial accounting record separately. If I am going to have two different set of record, cost accounting and financial accounting, cost accounting may going to show X amount of profit, financial accounting may going to show Y amount of profit. Then why there is a difference in profit identified. The difference in profit you have to do the reconciliation. Okay. The reason may be few items applicable only in cost accounting but not in financial accounting because of the difference in profit will come. Few items applicable only in financial accounting, but not in cost accounting. Then difference in method of depreciation, difference in valuation of inventory, under absorption or over absorption. These are all the reason for difference in profit between cost accounting and financial accounting. What are all the reason? First one, few items applicable only in cost accounting, not in financial accounting. Second one, few items applicable only in financial accounting but not in cost accounting. Difference in valuation of inventory, difference in valuation of difference in method of depreciation, and under absorption or over absorption. The 5 points you have to write. Okay, these are the reason for reconciliation. Few items applicable only in cost accounting but not in financial accounting, like notional expenses. Notional concept of notional expenses applicable only for financial accounting, not for only for cost accounting, not for financial accounting. Few items applicable only in financial accounting but not in cost accounting. Dividend paid, share transfer fee, profit on sale of equipment. These are all applicable only in financial accounting but no entry for cost accounting. Then difference in method of depreciation. With respect to difference in method of depreciation, cost accounting you may going to charge straight line method, financial accounting you may going to charge the WPV method. Due to that, difference in profit will come. Then difference in valuation of inventory. You know, inventory valuation in financial accounting, as per accounting standard 2, we have to follow. Cost and NRV, whichever is less, we have to take. Whereas in cost accounting, we have to go by way of cost of real cost of production. Then under absorption or over absorption. Difference in absorption may be the reason for reconciliation. So these are all the points you have to write with respect to reconciliation. So explain reconciliation. Shall we start? A reconciliation of cost and financial accounting. It will arise if the cost and financial accounts are kept separately, that is non-integral accounting system. The object of cost accounting is to provide information to the management for decision making and a control purpose, while financial accounting conform to external reporting requirements. So non-integral accounting system, separate books of accounts you have to maintain. One is cost ledger, separate ledger for cost accounting, separate ledger for financial accounting. Then cost accounting may going to show X amount of profit, financial accounting may going to show Y amount of profit. Then we have to do the reconciliation. Then we have to explain. For that, examples also they are given. Items included in financial accounting but not in cost accounting. What are all the items included only in financial accounting alone? For that, examples given in this question. One is matters of pure finance like interest on debentures, interest on deposit, gratuity, pension, bonus, income tax, preliminary expenses. These are all applicable only in financial accounting but not in cost accounting. Discount on issue of shares, underwriting commission, that is also. Then interest received on bank deposit, interest, dividend, etc. received on investment, rent receivable, loss on sale of equipment or building, profit made on sale of fixed assets, transfer fee received, remuneration paid to the proprietor in excess of the fair reward for service rendered. Then damages payable by law, penalties, loss due to scrapping of materials. These are all the what items included only in financial accounting but not in cost accounting example. Okay, this is also past example. Then item included in the cost accounting only but not in financial accounting. What are the notional expenses? What are the charges in lieu of rent where premises are owned premises? Then notional rent I have to pay. Interest on capital in proportion in production but upon which no interest is actually paid. Then what? Notional interest. Salary of the proprietor where he works but does not charge any salary. Okay, so notional salary. These are all what? Notional expenses applicable only in cost accounting but not in financial accounting. 3 points they are saying. What? Notional interest, notional rent and notional salary. Okay, then difference in method of depreciation. Depreciation, the amount of depreciation charged may be different in two sets of books, either because of the different methods of calculation of depreciation. or the rate depends. Rate adopted. In cost accounting, for instance, the straight line method may be adopted, whereas financial accounting, it may be diminishing balance method. This is what the definition given by the ICI. Okay, or explanation given by the ICI. Then last one, difference in basis of valuation of inventory. The financial accounting stocks are valued either at a cost or market price, whereas whichever is lower. Whereas in cost accounting, stocks are valued only at cost of production. Clear? So these are all the things we have to remember with respect to what? Reconciliation. Clear? Under absorption, over absorption also you can write. Whenever you come across reconciliation, it is always better to start solve by way of memorandum of reconciliation account. So memorandum of reconciliation account, I have given the format for the memorandum of reconciliation account in the PDF, okay, or document. Kindly refer. Same format you can adopt. Okay. So suppose memorandum of reconciliation statement, they ask what to do. Statement is different, account is different. Memorandum of reconciliation account means T format. Statement means plus or add or less format. Okay. If the requirement is based on memorandum of reconciliation statement, what to do? One hand you have to add. Assume your credit side, everything you can add. Debit side you are going to subtract. That is called what? Statement. So statement means one side you have to add, another side you have to subtract. So that is also very easy. Account means another better control. Therefore, it is always advisable to go by way of memorandum of reconciliation account. So that very easy for you to give the posting. Comfortable? Good. So, point to be remember also that in costing, instead of personal and real account, we use only general ledger adjustment account or cost ledger adjustment account. Then reconciliation is only for indirect expenses, not for direct expenses. That is most important. Reconciliation only for indirect expenses, not for direct expenses. This is because direct expenses is always same in case of both the financial and the cost accounting transaction. Clear? So direct purchase of raw material, direct expenses, whether financial accounting or cost accounting, same amount supposed to be there. If there is a difference in expenses, that too for direct expenses, then it is called fraud. Okay. So works over again. In financial accounting, the cost accounting, different amount may possible. But purchase of raw material, sale of what, finished goods, then there is no difference of opinion. So whenever direct income or direct expenses, reconciliation not arises. Okay. Always it is better to start with reconciliation as per the one memorandum of reconciliation account format. Okay. And it is always start with financial accounting and ends with the cost accounting. Profit as per financial accounting, you have to start with the profit as per financial accounting and ends with the profit as per cost accounting. These are all the points you have to remember. So very frequent queries are there in this topic, and the easy topic also, integral and non-integral accounting system. Okay, less number of pages, but more mark will be there. Comfortable? Good. All the best. Study well.